Hola, buenos dias. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mr. Orm, and I am the lead teacher of modern languages at the Garibaldi School. So, the purpose of this video is to go through some guidance and information about GCSE Spanish. This is to help you make an informed choice when you're completing the options process. So, today we're going to look at the course content, what you will study, the assessment, what exams you will do, the opportunities that languages can give you, and some misconceptions and misunderstandings about language learning. So firstly, the course content. This is what you will study at GCSE, and a lot of this is covered in year 7, 8 and 9 already. So at GCSE, our focus is on developing and extending what you can say and write about these different topics. So theme 1 is taught in year 9. So you've already covered a lot of theme 1 already, okay? And that involves family, technology, free time, customs and festivals in Spain and Latin America. Theme 2, local, national, international and global areas of interest. This is a really broad and interesting theme, and it covers topics such as holidays, home, town and local area, health, environment and social issues such as homelessness and poverty. And theme 3 is current and future study and employment, and this includes the topics of life at school, future plans and jobs. So the assessment overview. The exams in GCSE Spanish are all taken at the end of year 11. It is 100% exam based, and there are 4 exams which are equally weighted, 25% each. We are a tiered subject, so we have higher, which allows you to access grades 4 to 9, and foundation, that allows you to access grades 1 to 5. The tiers are not set in stone, okay, so it's not that you have to do foundation because you have a certain target. We repeatedly examine and monitor your progress to make sure you're doing the right paper. And all exams must be taken at the same tier, either foundation or higher. So paper 1, listening. This assesses your ability to understand and respond to different types of spoken language. Foundation is 35 minutes and 40 marks. Higher is 45 minutes and 50 marks. Section A has questions and answers in English, and Section B has questions and answers in Spanish. This is the same as when in class we've listened to somebody talking and answered questions about it. Okay, paper 2, speaking. This assesses your ability to communicate and interact effectively in speech for a variety of purposes. It does not assess your ability to speak perfectly in Spanish. It's about interacting effectively and giving information. The foundation exam is between 7 and 9 minutes, and you also have 12 minutes prep before the exam, and that is worth 60 marks. The higher is 10 to 12 minutes with the 12 minutes prep, and it's also 60 marks. Section A is a role play. Section B is describing a photograph and answering questions about it. And then Section C is the general conversation. The speaking is usually the one people worry about most, but it's the one that you'll be best prepared for. You'll do your speaking exam with your teacher, who's taught you for 2 years, and will know exactly what questions you will be able to answer fully. Paper 3 is the reading, and this assesses your ability to understand and respond to different types of written language. And again, this is just like in class when we have a text and we answer questions about it. Okay, the foundation exam is 45 minutes and 60 marks. The higher is 60 minutes and 60 marks. And like the listening, it is in 2 parts. Section A is questions and answers in English. Section B is questions and answers in Spanish. And then you have a very short translation into English after that. Paper 4 is the writing. And again, like the speaking, it assesses your ability to communicate effectively in writing. It does not assess your ability to write perfectly. So it's worth remembering the focus is on giving information, providing information, not on, you can still make mistakes and get full marks. The foundation, 60 minutes and 50 marks. The higher, 75 minutes and 60 marks. The exams are slightly different for foundation and higher. So the foundation has 4 sentences. You write 4 sentences to describe the picture, and you also do a 40-word essay and a short translation into Spanish, and then you do a 90-word essay. So the amount of writing that you're doing is not very much at all. The higher is the 90-word essay, a 150-word essay, and then a translation of a short paragraph into Spanish. You'll see that the 90-word essay is on both papers, and that is the same question on foundation and higher. So, having a look at where languages can take you. So, languages can be useful for a lot of different purposes. So, firstly, academic success. So, studying Spanish will help you with your other subjects. So, the study of sentence structure and grammar forces us to think about those things in our own language as well. And ultimately, studying Spanish will make you a better writer, reader, and speaker and listener in English as well. Also, in terms of academic success, studying a language contributes towards achieving the EBAC. The EBAC, or the English Baccalaureate, is a select combination of academic subjects consisting of English, literature, English language, maths, science, either history or geography, and a modern language. And this is recognised by colleges, sixth forms, and higher education. Languages can make you more employable. So obviously there are certain jobs, such as an interpreter or a translator, where you need to be able to speak another language. But there are lots of other jobs as well, where making a language will make you more employable and attractive to that post. So for example, teaching, journalism, law enforcement, i.e. the police, legal services, sales, tourism, marketing, the armed forces, business and trade, international aid and charity, and lots more. Languages can develop your communication skills, your confidence, because you have to speak in front of others sometimes, your problem solving, because sometimes if you don't know a word, you have to find your way around it, your patience, your listening skills, your flexibility, and it also shows that you're hardworking. Cultural awareness, being able to speak a foreign language shows that you have empathy. Okay, it shows that you're hardworking. And whatever interest you have, whether that's music, art, literature, film, or sport, all of that is also available. There's a whole other world available in Spanish as well. So whatever your interest, you can find something in Spanish. And then travel. So obviously you can travel abroad without knowing another language, but being able to speak the language and understand the language will enrich your experience when you travel abroad. It will be improved by understanding more and being able to communicate with others. Not everybody speaks English when you go abroad, and it's so important to be able to communicate with other people in their language when we go to their country. Okay. Okay, we're going to have a look at some sentences now, and this is just a short activity. I want you to have a think about whether each sentence is true or it's a myth. Okay, number 1. Learning Spanish is pointless because I don't want to go to Spain. So do you think that's true or a myth? Okay, hopefully you answered that that's a myth. Okay, Spanish cannot be pointless because there are 437 million people who speak it in the world. Okay, and also just because Spain doesn't interest you now, it doesn't mean that in 10 years' time you'll feel the same way. We never know what's going to happen. We can't close doors when we're only in year 9. And also, you might not want to go to Spain, but you might be interested in Mexico, Colombia, Argentina, Peru, Cuba, Bolivia, Costa Rica, Guatemala. They are all countries that speak Spanish, and they all have their own amazing and unique cultures that are just waiting to be discovered by you. The next one, everybody speaks English anyway. Hopefully you know that that is a myth, okay? English is a very important language, but 94% of the world's population does not speak English as their first language, and 75% don't speak English at all. And if we look at Spain as an example, 72.3% of Spanish people do not speak any English. So to be able to travel around Spain, knowledge of Spanish is going to be useful and is going to be important. Number 3, learning Spanish makes it easier to learn other languages too. Hopefully you identified that that is true. Okay, maybe you are interested in a different language, okay, and learning Spanish, Spanish is a good gateway language because it's relatively easy compared to some other languages, okay, and it's closely related to other Latin-based languages such as French, Italian, and Portuguese. And even if one of those languages doesn't interest you, the language skills that you learn, your knowledge of how language works, enables you to pick up another language, okay, that's not related to Spanish. Okay, employers value language skills. I think we already touched on this earlier in the video, and you'll know that that's true. Okay, employers, 70% of UK employers value language skills in their employees, but only 36% are satisfied with the ability of their employees to speak foreign languages. So employers are crying out for people that can speak foreign languages. Spanish is too difficult. Okay, hopefully you identified that that is a myth. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, Spanish is one of the easiest languages to learn. The pronunciation is relatively straightforward, and the grammar, especially at GCSE level, isn't too demanding. And learning a language is not difficult. You've all managed to be able to speak one already, which is English, okay? Spanish has a lot of cognates, so there's a lot of words that look like English that you can work out. So things like bicicleta, bicycle, geografía, geography, lots of words that look like English. And also, you will be taught, you've started the course already in year 9, okay, by doing theme 1. So even though you might not have known it, you've already started doing GCSE Spanish. You'll also be taught by experienced teachers who are highly qualified and knowledgeable about Spanish and Latin American studies. Within our department, we have teachers who have experience of being examiners as well. So we really understand how to get the best out of you and how to get you to do well in your exams. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. Muchas gracias. If you need to ask any more questions about Spanish GCSE, please feel free to contact me on the email address that you can see on the screen. And if you would like to find out more information on the GCSE course, the website on the screen takes you to the AQA website where you can see what the course is all about. Okay, muchas gracias. Adiós.